think it is working. Mic check. Nope. Oh, sweet. Okay, that works. Lock that up. Okay, maybe not. Yo, there you are. Okay, hold on. Let me make you speaker co-host real quick, bro. Yep, I see you now, huh? Give me 1 second. I'm making you co-host.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
What's up, bro? Can hear you now.
All right, I don't know why. My brother said, Teddy said he was also in here. He's probably on computer. I don't know why it's not popping up if we join on our laptops.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because I'm on my phone because I've never been able to figure out how to get like my speakers and stuff to work that well. So I just figured it's easier for me to call in through my phone. And then I have it on YouTube as well. And then I'm in the meeting room on Discord and it says my voice is connected. So everybody should be able to hear me in the meeting room as well with my phone on speaker.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Well, we've got Chaz here, I see. We'll give it a few more minutes, see if we can get some more people to join.
yeah, for sure. So you had your exams this week, man?
Yeah, bro.
How did that go?
They weren't too bad. I had a pharmacology exam on Friday. The biggest one was they call it our mock board exam. It was essentially, they could ask us anything about dentistry. 100 questions. We had to get a 70% on it to be eligible to sign up for our national board exam that we have to take. So I was like, fuck, man. But no, it went good.
Sounds like a good time, man. Sounds stressful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is life.
You do anything this weekend? You just hang out?
Yeah, we just chilled, man. I played a little golf this morning. I had to to get out. It was nice here in Kansas City.
Oh, dude, it was gorgeous out today. I mean, I think I slept more this weekend than I've slept like basically the whole month of April. And so I slept in until like noon today. I didn't even set an alarm. I was like, oh, there goes my day. And I got up and I went outside and, took my dog out and stuff and just started playing with her. And dude, the weather was just gorgeous. I'm like, wow, I just slept halfway through the day and it's this nice outside.
Yep.
Freaking depressing. I mean, regardless, I would have probably spent my whole day inside anyway. But it's still nice out. So
for sure. Okay, so let's make Ted a speaker and make Kyle a speaker too.
Yep. Okay, I just invited both them to be speakers as well.
Sweet. I'm thinking we'll get a few more people. I know Boxby was planning on coming.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless, I just know. I mean, it's Sunday. I know everybody's got things to do right before the week starts, and then it's recorded anyway. So I think the fact that it's recorded, just everybody always is like, well, I could always,
absolutely
re-listen to it. So it's the best of both worlds. So.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Yeah, what's good, Ted?
What's up, Ted?
Nice. What's going on, guys? Not much, man. We're waiting for a few more people before we get started. But yeah, like Tyler said, we can still run through this whole thing and just talk about what we were going to talk about, and then people can listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, Kyle, I invited you to be a speaker. I'll send you another one just in case you didn't skip that one.
I'll text him as well.
Okay. This is like my second time doing a space, so I mean, it's pretty freaking straightforward, but
Yeah, I was very happy that you talked. Yeah, it wasn't working for me either, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I could hear y'all through it and stuff, but I guess it wasn't saying that I was in. Yeah, no, it did the same thing to me.
Who'd the Chiefs get in the draft? Did you guys watch that at all?
Yeah, I did. We got two guys in the first round. One O-line and one defensive end, I'm pretty sure. No. We got a corner. We got a cornerback and a defensive end. Should be pretty good. I was happy with our picks.
I didn't pay attention to the draft at all, man. I
watched the first round. I think the Cowboys just got a tackle.
I'm not even a Cowboys fan, dude. I hate the Cowboys, so. Yeah.
Yeah, you love him or you hate him.
Okay. It's facts.
Did you send that to Kyle?
Yeah, I'll send it to him again real quick.
He has his account set to private, so I wonder if that.
I wonder if it's not even going through then, because I'm not getting a notification saying it's going through.
For sure.
I'm gonna invite him to a co-host just so he can talk, because I think it'll go through if I do that. Yeah, it's sent him a co-host one, so.
Yeah, you might as well make Chaz a freaking speaker too.
Let's go.
I just didn't follow.
Alright, Chaz, I just sent you an invite too, man.
Get some questions for him if you want.
Some of you just commented in general too. Oh, that's you. Okay, cool.
Yeah. How's your weekend been, Grant, Teddy? Oh, it's been pretty good. I mean, I was obviously pretty bummed last night because I was trying to get the land sale. I just got
Dude, oh my god.
I honestly, I thought I was going to lose way more than I did, but we tried so hard, Tyler. We tried so hard.
Wait, so did you get land or did you not?
No, we set on E for gas, and it wasn't even close to enough. Like, we needed like 1.7.
Did you you didn't lose your ETH? Did you process it and then lose your ETH on gas?
Bro, that's how we got so much where that's it. Lose it.
So you didn't get royally screwed then like some other people.
No, dude, but I saw so much stuff on Twitter today.
I didn't see it. And I mean, like, for me,
crazy stuff.
Dude, I saw that too. And for me, I'm not knowledgeable enough on gas wars and shit like that. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, dude, if you could have avoided it, they would have. And then I'm starting to read more into it. And it's just, I mean, at the end of the day, they said they're refunding everybody the gas. So, I mean.
Yeah, I did see that too.
At the end of the day, it's they're doing that. But it's still, if it could have been avoided in any way, shape, or form, then, You know.
I mean, if they would have made it just one per wallet, I feel like that would have probably solved it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because there was a number that was registered and stuff. Yeah, there was only like just a few, like 5,000 or 6,000 over the 55,000 they were offering, right? Something like that. It wasn't a lot. Yeah.
It's freaking nuts, man.
But yeah, I mean, about halfway through, actually before halfway through, I was like, yeah, it's not going back down. It was just rising. And I was like, oh god, it's not happening. I was so scared. I tried to cancel the transaction.
That's like one of those nights where I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't even like have any skin in the game in this, because I could just sit back and not have a heart attack, you know?
Yeah, I was stressed out.
I'm sure, man. I can imagine. Dude.
It wasn't worth it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
Oh well, should we get going at 7:10?
Yeah, I mean, I say we get rocking with it. We can you just want to do introductions real quick. Like, I'll start off with mine, then just go down that, and then we can get into, you know, your spiel, and then, you know, wrap it up, and then we can get it posted and go from there.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, cool. So I'm Tyler, aka Ling Ling on Discord. So I'm relatively new to the space. Kind of started in the space in December. I've just been really learning a lot. Come from, you know, a sales background where I was a sales manager in the building products industry, and kind of worked my way up into that industry, and from, you know, 2015 to about basically January of this year, where I ended up resigning. So now I'm basically just fully committed into Web3 NFTs, and I'm just trying to navigate my way and, you know, hopefully find a career within the Web3 space. So excited to be a part of this project. You know, really like the concept behind it, and just, you know, what they're doing with the technology. So really excited to see where we go, and, you know, especially the team behind it. So that's what I got.
For sure. Thanks, Tyler. All right. Well, my name is Colin, Rob DDS on Discord. I'm not sure exactly which parts of my life to point out to you guys, but I've got 2 kids, a beautiful wife. Spend most of my time with them. Finishing up dental school in Kansas City. When I say finishing up, I've got about a year left. I'll be done in May of 2023. From Shawnee, Oklahoma. Really got into NFTs late 2021, and, you know, like everyone, just dove head first, tried to figure everything out as quickly as I could, and made a lot of mistakes. We've learned a lot since then, and basically we're just really excited to bring this product to you guys. Basically, you know, with navigating the NFT space, we kind of saw some pitfalls. We saw some holes in the space that we felt like we could fill. So that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Did everybody get that? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Kyle texted me and said he heard us all, and then it went silent. So.
Yeah, you're good on my end, man.
Okay, cool. Sweet, yeah. No, I'm Teddy, T-Rod on Discord. I'm Colin's brother, and I have a BS in accounting from Oklahoma State. I graduated a couple of years ago, so I started work a couple of years ago just doing public accounting. And I got into the space halfway through 2021, and I just saw all the potential in it, and I honestly think that it's going to be very, very big in the future. Obviously, it already is, but I mean, when Colin came to me with this idea to bridge dental and this space together, it seemed like a no-brainer for me, because honestly, there's so many projects out there that don't offer anything, and we just figured, if we could bring something like this, real world utility to people in the form of dental care, then, I mean, it just seems like that would be a home run. So I'm really excited for this project. I think it has a lot of potential, and yeah. Yep, we're excited for sure.
Hell yeah.
Kyle, are you there, bro? You wanna give a few words of wisdom? So Kyle is a fraternity brother of mine. That's kind of how we met. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Rob.
I've been trying to get it connected. Sorry, guys.
What's up, Kyle?
I appreciate it, Kyle. I actually, I dropped the ball and completely forgot to tell our devs about this AMA until about noon today. So thank you very much, Kyle, for
Nice.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this project. It's going to be exciting, I think, once we get to the mid process. I mean, that's going to be where I'm going to have a lot of fun with the compiling and, getting some of those characters together, and enjoy working with you guys on that. Look forward to seeing how the design comes out as well. And then site-wise, I mean, I think it's crazy how much of a difference it already looks compared to where we started. And once we get that new artwork in, we're going to spice up that site, add some more animations in there. So that's going to be fun. So, those are kind of aspects of the project that I look forward to, but I'm also looking forward to like the impact that this can have, and potentially, what type of new standards this could set in the future. In my mind, I kind of see this as a way to give people control over, how they're holding on to their money, as well as how they're using their money in the future, versus having to pay, unnecessary premiums with insurance companies. So I see a lot of potential for this, utility in the NFT project, honestly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that, man. We can give Spencer wasn't able to join us, I'm guessing. He said he was maybe going to, but he had to remember his Twitter username and password. He's not a tweeter person. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. So we can just give a quick little rundown on him. Actually, he's another old fraternity brother of mine. Him and Kyle actually are real close. They live together still, and he is basically, they run a digital design web development company, and so I tried my best to kind of do a little web design myself when we started this off, and quickly realized I'm going to need some people here. And so they were the first two I thought of, first two I called, and they're perfect, honestly, because Spencer he also has his law degree from UMKC, and very well adept in the dev aspect of things. So his law degree with that dev side of things, really, I mean, he's looking over these smart contracts like a hawk. I mean, he's going to be able to write them. He's going to be able to look over them. He's going to be able to do everything that we need him to do. So he's a great person to have on this team. And then Scott is actually an old baseball coach of mine. He has been doing graphic design for the last 30 years. He's the CEO at Zeal to Zeno. They've done artwork for the Texas Rangers, the AAA baseball team in Oklahoma, all sorts of different, stuff like that. He's done a lot of big time work. And so he was, when I approached him with this idea, he was like, man, I've heard of NFTs. I kind of know what they are. But, he was kind of pretty removed from the space as well. So all of that to say, we're all new here. We're all still learning here. But what we bring to the table kind of complements each other, and we think that we've got the team to figure this out. And so I guess we'll go straight into talking about kind of where this idea came from. I talked a little bit about us jumping into the NFT space head first and realizing that the utility that most of these projects were offering that either had something to do with a fucking merch store or some other useless utility like access to big brands. That was the big headline everybody was throwing out for a long time. So we saw a void in a lot of those projects, and we saw a lot of them struggling to kind of give those holders the utility that they were expecting from purchasing a multiple $1,000 JPEG. You know what I mean? So, as most of you probably know, the private health insurance sector is pretty fucked here in the U.S. Dental insurance isn't any different. And so by investing in a Smile Club NFT, it kind of negates the need for that dental insurance, that premium payment every month that Kyle was talking about. This is a one-time investment that will ideally continue to grow, accumulate passive income for you that you can actually utilize, you can spend. It's not just passive income that you go and spend on merch that we also make money from, right? We will be making minimal money on any sort of transactions at the dental office, and I'll explain more about that here in just a little bit. Let's see. Basically, So how it'll work, right? So essentially, you'll purchase our NFT. You can stake for smiles. You can spend the smiles on dental care. Non-holders can still use crypto to pay for dental care by purchasing smiles on Uniswap or Coinbase. That's kind of like, big picture, very simply laid out, right? When we lay it out that way, there's nothing to it, right? And that's really how we want it to seem from the patient perspective. All that the knowledge that will be necessary is knowing how to operate a Web3 wallet. And if you can do that, you can take advantage of our services. You'll go on our website, you'll select the practice you're visiting, you'll type in your patient number, treatment you received will pop up, and you'll pay connecting your Web3 wallet. I mean, it'll be that simple. On the back end is where it gets a little bit more complicated. In order to get, incentivize these practices to join, we can't just say, hey, you're going to be getting paid in smiles. Sweet. Yeah, good luck. You know what I mean? We've got to have a way to auto liquidate for them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take those smiles, we're going to auto liquidate it back into their practices for either Ethereum if they're interested in that, or US dollars, which most of them, a lot of dentists, the younger ones might be more interested in, liquidating it for Ethereum because they see the upside there, just like we see the upside there. But a lot of these old cats are going to be, I want my US dollars. I want the money that I worked for on that treatment. So we also have a way to do that for them. And so essentially, after that, the auto liquidation smiles just return into circulation and just continues. So does anyone have anywhere they want to hop in and kind of elaborate on anything, or should I just keep going? Because I will.
I mean,
you be crushing it.
Yeah, bro, you're killing it right now.
Alright, I'll keep going. So basically, the biggest question that I had when I came up with this idea is, how are we going to make this a sustainable business model? How can we give people currency that they go and spend, and then we pay for their dental care? That there wasn't a clear avenue for revenue there, right? So what we found out was, a lot of dental offices, when they accept payment, the patient is either going to pay with cash, they're going to pay with a debit or credit card, they're going to pay with dental insurance, or they're going to be put on some sort of payment plan. The dental offices are charged a transaction fee for every single one of those payment methods except for US dollars, right? Obviously, every office would be preferred to pay with that. I mean, that's easiest across the board. But that's just not the way the world works anymore, and people are starting to realize that. So let's just run through the numbers. On a debit or credit card transaction fee, we're going to have about 2.5% to 3% of a transaction fee that the dental office pays for accepting that form of payment. For a payment plan like Care Credit or Lending Club or something like that, the dental office, depending on the plan that the patient chooses, depending on the plan that the dental office offers, the dentist is going to take a 5 to 15% pay cut. Okay, so then we have people paying with dental insurance. That's the biggest one, right? People have dental insurance, they're going to the dentist, and that dentist is going to make 15 to 20% less on that patient than they would if that patient paid without dental insurance. That's where this whole idea works in the favor of the dentist and it works in the favor of the patient, whereas dental insurance is not. It's a one-sided, and really it's not on the side of the patient, it's not on the side of the dentist, it's on the side of the dental insurance company, and they just want to fuck both of them. So we're going to do away with that. So essentially, there's going to be a fee for every transaction at the dentist office. Why would they accept our smiles? Well, because our transaction fee will be just as low or lower than a debit or credit card transaction of 2.5 to 2.9%. How we're going to make that work for us is the cost to convert smiles to Ethereum or to US dollars is only 0.25%, or about that. It fluctuates between 0 and 0.25%, with 0.25 being the cap. So essentially, we're still in the positives for every single smiles transaction if we're charging 2.5 to 2.9 and we're losing 0.25 on the liquidation for the dental office. So we're positive there. We're not making a ton. It's only about 2% per transaction, but that's okay because that's not where we see our main revenue stream. We believe in the project, we believe in what we're trying to do, and we believe that our NFT as well as our ERC20 token, Smiles, will appreciate over time. And that's where we are going to see our biggest revenue streams, right? We're going to see secondary sales rise, our royalties on those we will probably have. We haven't decided yet, but it'll be a higher royalty only because we aren't taking a high transaction fee at all on any sort of purchases. So it'll probably be between 7.5% and 10% for the royalty, just because that's what we need to continue driving this project. I don't think there will be a lot of pushback from the community on that, just because of the utility that we are going to be offering you guys. But yeah, so that's kind of the logistics on the back end of how this is actually going to happen, how it's going to actually be able to be sustained over a long period of time. It's basically just a never-ending cash in or smiles in, cash out type of thing. And it'll just, it's continuous. We aren't trying to make a lot of money real quick and hop out. This is a thing where, we see Smiles being used in all healthcare facilities down the road, not just dental offices, not just, if this works in the dental office, which is a small business, it will work for every single mom and pop shop out there.
Exactly.
It's that's kind of the direction we're going with this. So.
Spot on, man. Spot on.
Yeah. But let's see. Y'all got anything there? Anything?
No, I mean that's just good description of how it benefits the dental offices and how easy it should be to onboard some of them once we get off the ground a little bit. I mean, it's so beneficial to them.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. Works in the favor of the offices. It works in the favor of the patients. Basically, this is a way to increase access to care. Access to care right now is limited in certain areas, and it's not like we're putting new offices in different areas for people to join, but we're giving people the option of paying with a different form of payment that ultimately might have limited them from going to the dentist, before that payment option was available. So it benefits our holders a lot, but this also benefits, the public in that they have a place to spend their cryptocurrency. Land-rich, cash-poor used to be the saying. I mean, I think we're really in the transition period from that to crypto-rich, cash-poor, right? A lot of degens out there. So, but kind of where we're at right now in the process. All the devs are putting the final touches on the website. I won't even speak to the smart contracts. I'll let Spencer do that. We did find out today that we got in on a beta of a smart contract. Essentially, the people who are going to deploy our smart contracts, we got on a beta on a pretty big platform. Pretty exciting news he told me about just a couple hours ago. I was going to let him explain that because he knows a hell of a lot more about it than I do. The layering of we got essentially our first PFP in our logo that we put out, which I think is freaking sweet. But the layering of the trades is starting this week. We ideally want to be finished by middle of June. So essentially, we think we'll be ready to launch by the end of summer. If that would be absolute soonest. However, we will not launch until we have built a community around our vision big enough to support, what we're trying to do here. So that's kind of the biggest variable right now. We know the space, but Teddy's an accountant, I'm a dentist. We don't know all the right people yet, but we believe through, the power of the NFT community, we can get this in front of the right set of eyes, and we can do something good here. So.
Hey, Colin, I was gonna bring this up off the call, but I mean, since we're here, Chaz brought up a question in the Discord, just kind of asking if we're looking to specifically collab with any other NFT projects. I mean, I know we're obviously going to be looking to collab, if it is in the best interest of the project, but is there anybody particularly in your mind that you would love to collab with right off the bat?
There's not just one in particular, but really we've kind of talked about this a little bit. We want to know that whoever we collaborate with has the best interest of the NFT community in mind, right? We're not just going to be that project that is throwing out collabs left and right all the time, because that's, I think that confuses people. I think that that throws out a lot of things that, it could be misleading in a lot of ways, and I just, that's not. We want to run this NFT project like a business more rather than a NFT project, right? We don't want to be throwing out all these JPEGs only NFT projects for people to join and eventually lose money on. That's not why we're in this space. We're in this space to merge the worlds of dentistry with Web3. We want to see what this NFT community can do, and we're here to learn, and we're here to grow with you guys. So that would kind of be my short answer for which NFT projects we're interested in collabing with. Teddy, do you have anything else on that? I mean, is there any that you really...
I mean, specific ones, we obviously both love the Psychedelics Anonymous crew and what they stand for. I think that would be a really good one to get into. But, yeah, I definitely highlight your point about not just collabing with any random NFT that wishes to collab with us, because
Right,
there's a lot of projects out there that just push BS out there, and that's not what we want to do. We want to be taken serious in this space, and I mean, not just another PFP project, but actually offer something.
Yeah.
Psychedelics Anonymous, that's the one that does basically, it's like mental health and stuff, and then if you buy like one of their tokens, then it kind of gets you like a line to somebody that you could basically talk to and stuff, right? Like a therapist in a sense or something like that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I heard something about him the other day, and I mean, just briefly, and just the the utility behind theirs and stuff. It's like it's not about the floor price. It's not about the cost of NFT. It's about having it at a low cost, so people are actually able to use the utility behind it, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really like that one a lot.
Yeah, that would be my answer.
For sure. I mean, we ideally, we're in kind of the healthcare sector. We would like to collaborate with other projects that, might have the general population's health in mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're going for here. But I had Kyle, he texted me and said, how will payments work and, upfront or after services are done. So the way I kind of imagined that was you're going to pay after services are done. You never pay before you get any work done. That's just it doesn't work that way at the dentist office most of the time. Most of the time they would like you to, but they will at least do the work and then let you pay for it. So our idea was that when you get the work done, you have 24 hours after that work is done to kind of hop on and pay it. Gas will be, it won't really be a huge factor. Our smart contracts will optimize that, but obviously, there's always times in the day where gas is higher. So we're going to give patients 24 hours to pay that just to minimize the amount of gas that they have to pay. So that was kind of, and then, this is the other thing, is even if patients have dental insurance already and they don't want to, cancel their dental insurance, they might still want to have their dental insurance. This is still a platform where they can they can still pay with our currency even if they have dental insurance as well. This would be, in addition to that. They can run this through their dental insurance, and then the dentist can bill them out for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Bill them out the remainder of what the insurance does not cover, and then they would pay with Smiles after that. So that would just be another little caveat there.
Let's go.
So it's basically like Aflac with normal health insurance.
Similar. Yeah, similar.
But okay, yeah, and that kind of answered my question. Part of why I was asking that was just kind of for the selling point for dentists, because I just know from working with some dentists myself that, collections is sometimes a pain.
Yeah, absolutely. Did I lose you, Kyle?
Oh, no, I'm still here. Sorry, I thought you were getting ready to say more, so I was muting myself.
Oh, no, you're good, dude. But keeping collections up in the dental office is definitely a priority. Yeah. But people coming in and paying with this method, most of the time we're going to be paying in full. Most of the time going to be paying up front. It's just that type of thing. I think this will really work in the best interest of the dentist as well as for the patients. So, yeah. But anyways, Discord, Langland?
No more questions in Discord that I see, but I did want to mention. Did you want me to go over the 50 OGs and stuff, or did you want to hit on that part?
Oh yeah, for sure. Go through that.
So for those that don't know, we just hit the 50 OGs. So basically what that means is that all the private list or like the whitelist spot, whatever you want to refer to it as, like those spots are filled up. So now the only way that you're going to be able to get on said, private list or whitelist is going to be through giveaways or, other ways of that sort, and you can find out more in the Discord under mint info. But what we are going to do is we're going to be releasing kind of like a giveaway that we're going to hold either on Friday or Saturday of this coming week. We haven't decided on a date, but we'll have it all detailed and sent out tomorrow and posted on Twitter and Discord. But basically what it's going to be is a Smash Cards tournament to where we're going to have some giveaways with some different NFTs and then some different whitelist spots and stuff like that. So just stay tuned, but we're going to have something come out regarding that tomorrow, and then it'll be either, like I said, on Friday or Saturday of this coming weekend. So
absolutely. And we seriously can't thank you guys enough for your early support. This idea means a lot to us. It's something we obviously believe in. Otherwise, we wouldn't be wasting our time every single day putting in, long hours trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together to put out a product that everybody can use and enjoy. And so we really wanted to thank you early supporters for latching onto that idea and believing in us. We will always do everything that we can to reward our early community members. And we want to hear from you guys all the time. We want to hear your thoughts, your ideas, your suggestions, your concerns, any holes that you can poke in this idea or this, business model, please do, because, we need that, right? We think we've got a airtight plan. We think we've got everything figured out, but we want to hear from you guys too. If there's anything that's just not sitting right with you or that, you see that we could be doing differently, please let us know. We will never be the first to say that we know everything that's going on in this space, because we don't. It's changing every single day. But we're here to change with it, and we're going to do everything we can to deliver on everything that we have promised you guys. We truly believe that we're not over-promising. We may be under-promising at this point because we don't want to over-promise to you guys, but yeah, so that's all I got, really. I really appreciate you guys listening and, taking the time.
hell yeah, man. I'm stoked for it. I'm stoked to be a part of the team. So
I'll go for it. What's up?
Somebody fucking say something.
huh?
I was just going to say thank you guys for your early support. It really means a lot.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get after it. So I'm ready to see what the future brings. And I think like we all know, this space is changing pretty much freaking daily, it seems like. So let's just roll with the punches, and I think we're gonna be able to produce something pretty freaking great here. So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. When we came into this, I was like, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna, I know what I want to do. How are we going to do that, though? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I think we really have found it. It's just like, it's one of those things that, like, when something is supposed to work out, when something's supposed to happen, all the pieces kind of fall into place, right? So first thing I did, I told Grant about this idea. He loved it. I told Teddy. His middle name's Grant. He goes by Grant. I still fucking know. Anyways, I told him. He loved the idea. I was bugging Ling like crazy because I knew. This dude, he knows how to lead a community. He knows this space probably better than anyone that I know. And I just seemed like all the pieces started to fall together. I hit up Kyle, I hit up Spencer. I didn't know if they were really going to know how to or interested in doing any of this shit, but they were. They were all on board with it. They loved the idea. They had the know-how to, navigate the smart contracts, navigate, all the layering of the art. They've got everything figured out, and so it was almost just like, man, this shit is supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen because we built the team to do it. So really hope you guys believe in us as much as I believe in the people on this team. So thank you guys.
oh yeah. All right, well, I say we leave it at that. We'll wrap it up, and then Colin, I'll get with you after this, and we'll get everything ready for the Schmascart tourney. And then everybody have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. It'll be posted on YouTube, on Twitter, and the Discord in the next hour, so everybody can view it. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it, dude.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks,
Take
Kyle.
it easy, brother.
Later, guys.
All right, see you.